Today's video is kind of different, okay, because this is a collaboration of me and Lumpsy So when she sent me a video and a picture of the after look when she was done sewing the dress, I was like, somebody pour me water, the dress is fire. You cannot deny it. This dress came out really beautiful, and I am so glad that Lumpsy reached out to me for us to do this collaboration. I am excited. I'm so fucking grateful because I've been wanting to do collaboration with someone. I said it on the video where I talked with Nenye. I did a sit down with Nenye John. I said I want to be doing more collaboration. So when Lumpsy reached out to me, and she reached out to me with this wonderful dress, asking me to start off the process of the pattern drafting, and she's going to do the continuation and the finishing of the dress. I was like, Mama, let's do this. Sweetheart, let this happen, okay? And that is what we are bringing to you today, okay? Yeah, I'm on a hype mode because I'm excited. On this particular video, we're going to be starting the process together, and then you're going to watch the continuation and the finishing, which is the sewing on Lumpsy So I'll put down her name and the link to the video on my own description box. So when you watch the process of the pattern drafting and you want to do the continuation, of course you want to do the continuation because you want this dress. That is why you clicked, okay? So you want to see this dress, you want to create it, you want to see the process. So what I would advise you to do is once you see the beginning of the process, you want to see the continuation, you just go down there, you'll see a link that leads you to the continuation and the sewing version. So go there and watch the continuation, okay? But yeah, on this video here, we're going to start off the process together. And you know what I do when I start my process of pattern drafting? I always have my measurements by the side. So it's going to be a simple process. There is no dart included in this dress. So in case you're someone that has problem with applying that to your outfit to get that fitting that you want, don't feel like that today, okay? Because there is no dart on this dress. And please, this dress was done with a stretchy fabric, okay? So the pattern we're about to draft, there's not going to be a sewing allowance. I did not add the sewing allowance. If you know the kind of fabric you're using and you feel like, okay, the fabric you're using is not stretchy, make sure you add your sewing allowance, okay? Please do not come and be asking me on the comment section, sewing allowance you did not add. Please, if you know the kind of fabric you're using and you feel like, yeah, you want sewing allowance, please add that to your pattern. And also, while I was drafting out this pattern, I did not add zip allowance at the back. Please make sure you add zip allowance at the back because there is zip allowance on the dress, okay? So make sure you add zip allowance. You don't know how to do that? I have so many videos that shows you how to add zip allowance to your pattern and then transfer it to your fabric, okay? So we'll watch that. And like I said, don't forget to go to Lumpsy So and watch the continuation and the sewing version. And while you are here watching this video, I don't even know why you have not liked this video, so go ahead and like the video. And while you're at it, comment with you like this dress, you love the dress, but don't comment with question that I have already answered, okay? So comment, and yeah, you can help me share this video. And if you're new, why subscribe, Charlie? I want you here, so go ahead and subscribe so we grow together. And while you are on her channel, if you have not been subscribed to her channel, make sure you subscribe, like her video, and also help share, and also comment if you have anything to say, anything beautiful about the dress, because she did the after look, she did the picking of the fabric, and she did every other thing that has to do with the finishing, okay? So comment, say a lot of things, encourage her about how beautiful this creation is, because she really did a beautiful job. It's gonna be simple. So now you know all the measurement that you need to draft out the pattern. All you have to do is just go watch what she does with the base and how she came up with the result, okay? Yeah. Please, let's go into the video. So we're going to start off by drafting out this pattern together, and once you have your pattern, you just head over to Lumpsy So and get your sewing version. I feel like the intro of this particular video would have told you guys everything to do, so I just wanted to remind you guys in case I never come up with an intro so that you can still, you know, already know where to find your sewing version. For this dress, I'm not going to be using my measurements because this is a collaboration with Lumpsy So. I have the measurements that we're going to be using together, okay? So these are the measurements I have here. I have the shoulder measurements, the bust points, the waist points, the round bust, the round waist, dress length, the waist to hip point, the wrist measurement, the sleeve measurement, and the armhole, okay? So that's what we're going to be working with. And of course, I'm going to be showing you guys the body measurement as I go along. Okay, so let's start now. The first thing we're going to be doing on our pattern paper here, grab your pattern paper fast. Okay, 2 seconds, I'm waiting for you. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Okay, I want to assume you already have your pattern paper, your ruler, your marker. Yes, so let's get into it. Now the first thing I'm going to be doing is on my pattern paper here, from the edge I'll come down by 1 inch, and from that 1 inch I'm going to be rolling out my starting line, which is my shoulder. Okay, so always remember that this here is the center front. Okay, this edge here is the center front, right? And on top here, this is where the shoulder measurement is going to be sitting, and yeah, like that, like that, like that. So we're going to come down by 1 inch, and that place the shoulder measurement is going to be sitting. So always make sure you have a straight line on your horizontal line here where your first measurement will be sitting. Now on my paper here, the shoulder measurement is 14 inches, and you know how it goes, right? 14 inches divided by 2, that is how you mark your shoulder measurement. You divide your shoulder measurement by 2. So 14 divided by 2 gives you 7, and I'm going to be marking 7 here. So this is the shoulder, right? Okay, so from the shoulder I'm going to be coming down by 1.5 inch as the slope. Okay, so the slope we are taking for this dress is 1.5 inch, and please make sure it is on a straight line. Okay, always ensure you have a straight line here. Okay, so here is my slope. This is the shoulder slope. Before I connect the slope to the neckline, I'm going to be coming in by 3 inches here as the neck width. Always remember that your neck width sits on the same line as your shoulder. Okay, when you have your shoulder line, which is this place here, shoulder, sorry, okay, your shoulder line here, your neck width sits on that same line. So I'm going to be marking the neck width of 3 inches. So this is 3. Always come from the center front in. So I'm going to connect my neck width to my slope like this. Okay, so here is the neck width, right? And now for my neck width, I'm going to be marking my armhole measurement down, straight down. And to get my armhole measurement, I'm going to be dividing my round bust, not my round bust though, the round bust that we're working with, which is 33. 33 divided by 4 minus 1.5 inch. Okay, that is how you get your armhole. Okay, like I stated on one of my videos that there are 3 ways you can get your armhole measurement, and I'm going to take time when I'm ready to make like the video of the complete 3 ways to get your armhole measurement. But for right now, we're going to be working with the one where you have to divide your round bust by 4 and minus 1.5. So 33 divided by 4, let's check that out. Okay, 33 divided by 4 is 8.25. Now 8.25 minus 1.5 inch. Okay, we're using the calculator, guys. Use your calculator. So 8.25 minus 1.5, and we have 6.75. Okay, so I am going to be marking 6.75 from this part here down on a straight line. Okay, so this straight down to 6.75, and you should already know where your 6.75 is, right? You should already know that. So before I connect this with a straight line, I'm going to confirm that the width from here to here is the same width I have from here to here. Okay, what I marked on my shoulder here on the shoulder of the pattern, which is 7, right? I marked 7 inches here. So I have to have 7 inches here too. So 7, and you see I'm a little bit off, so I'm going to adjust that back to 7. Okay, and now I can connect with a straight line and also give out an horizontal line here for when I am ready to make my curve. Okay, so this here is going to be where I create my curve. Now moving on, the next thing we're going to be marking, of course, is the neck depth. Okay, so we have the neck width. The next thing we need now is the neck depth, and I'm going to be working with the neck depth of 4 inches. So what I'll do is I'll come down from my center front here, this line. I'll mark 4 inches down, and I'll use my curve ruler and get a beautiful curve from the width to the depth like this. And this here is my neck depth, right? So this here is done. We're going to go ahead and start marking the points. Okay, vertical measurement first before horizontal measurement. And the first vertical measurement that we need to mark, the first point we need to mark is the bust point. So I'll place my tape on the shoulder line, not the slope, and I'll mark the bust point of 11 inches. So I'm marking down 11 inches here. For me to get a straight line, I'll mark it here too. Okay, and I'll connect these lines together. Okay, so why I marked it twice is because I want to get a straight horizontal line. And yeah, it always helps to mark this down. So here is my bust point. So this is armhole, and this is the bust point, right? I hope you guys are following. Now the next thing we're going to be marking is the waist, right? Now we're not going to be working with the underbust because there is no dart on this dress. Now you're seeing the dress on the thumbnail, right? And you're like, oh, this has a dart, this is hard. Now there is no dart, right? There's no dart, trust me, there is no dart. And we're going to be marking the waist point, and the waist point of this dress is 14 inches. So I'm going to be coming down by 14 inches, and see, I placed my tape on the shoulder line and not the slope. Okay, so I'm coming down from the shoulder line and I'm marking 14 inches as my waist line. This is my waist, or the waist point of the dress. And now that we have the waist point, we're going to be marking the hip point, and the hip point of this dress is 8 inches down from the waist. Now I know most of you like to mark your hip points from your shoulder, but you can also mark this from your waist. Place your tape on your waist, right, and go down to mark your hip point. And the same thing when you're trying to take this on your body, right? When you're trying to take the measurement on your body, you place your tape on your waist and go down to your hip and know what your hip point is. And here is 8 inches down. Okay, so this is the hip point. And I did this down from the waist. Right, so this is the hip point, and I hope you guys are seeing my write-up. And once we have the hip point, the next thing we're going to be marking is the dress length, and the dress length is 34 inches. Okay, so I am going to be marking 34 inches down from my shoulder. Okay, you can see my tape is on the shoulder, and down here is where I have the dress length, right? I hope you guys can see where my tape is on the length. I hope the camera covers everything, or I hope the camera is covering everything. Okay, so this is 34, and we're also going to indicate a line there, a straight horizontal line, and here is the length. So always remember that once you have your vertical measurement written down like this, now you can go ahead and divide your horizontal measurement and mark it on each point. Okay, so the first we're going to be doing is we're going to be dividing the round bust by 4, and when we mark it on the bust point, we're going to also extend that line up to the armhole so we can create the curve. Okay, everything is step by step, always step by step. Okay, never forget that, guys. And the round bust is 33. 33 divided by 4 gives you 8.25, and I'm going to be marking 8.25 here. You should know where to 8.25 is on your tape, please. Please, okay? You should know where that is on your tape, okay? Mark that same number here on the armhole because I want to create the armhole curve, and you always mark what you have on the bust on the armhole, okay? So yeah, 8.25 here, and then I'll connect with a straight line. Okay, right, now we're done with this. The next thing we're going to do is create the curve for the armhole. Now to create my curve, you always know you find the middle point on your armhole, divide your measurement by 2 to get the middle point here. From the middle point, I'll go in by, because this is the front, center front, right? I'm going to go in by 0.75, which is here. And now I'll use my curve to connect to here and to here. Okay, so let's start with the base. I'll connect this, and then I'll connect this, and we are practically done with the armhole. Okay, simple as ABC. Right, this is the armhole we're working with, and now divide the round waist by 4. So the round waist is 28. 28 divided by 4. Somebody tell me in the comment section. 28 divided by 4 gives you 7. Okay, so I'm going to be marking 7 on the waist, right? Or connect this. You can use, if you have a good curve, you can use a good curve to connect this, because you're supposed to have, like, you know, curvy, no sharp edges on your markings, okay, on your pattern. Now we're going to move to the hip. Okay, so the round hip is 38. I'm going to divide 38 by 4. Let's do that together. 38 divided by 4 gives you 9.5. So I'm going to be marking 9.5 from here inwards. 9.5. And I'm going to connect from here to here. So this is it. And you see how it is coming out very, very pretty. And we're going to move on to the length. So what we're going to do on the length is what we have here on the hip, we're going to mark in on the length, and that is it for this pattern. Okay, so I'm going to be marking 9.5 on the length, and I'll connect this with a straight line. And Charlie, this is it. Okay, this is a dress pattern, and I'm not going to be adding any allowance on the side. Like I said, the dress you're looking at on the thumbnail is done with a stretchy fabric. Okay, so yes, sweetie, it's a stretchy fabric, so you don't need allowance. So I'm just going to say no allowance, right? So this is it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this pattern out. We are done. Yes, we are done. I'm going to show you how to adjust this to get the neckline for your back. Okay, so I have like an extra paper here, and when you're done using this pattern to cut on your front piece, Lumpsy is going to tell you guys how to cut your fabric. Okay, so just listen and pay attention to all the steps she's about to tell you. But yeah, this is how you're going to get your back pattern, right? Get you a fresh paper as tiny as this. Place your neckline, that's your front neckline, on that pattern. Use your tape this together. So just tape this. If you don't have a tape, go ahead and use your pin this. Okay, you just need it for a while to just get your back neckline and you're done, right? So now that I have this taped down, I'm just going to rule out, see this highest point of the shoulder, this highest point of the shoulder. I'm just going to rule out a straight line there like this. Make sure it is straight. Okay, here it is very important to make sure, sorry, my curve ruler just fell. So here it is very important to make sure that the line is straight. Okay, see, I have my straight line here, so I'm just going to rule it out like this. Okay, you see it is straight. This center front line here, you can see it is here. I'm going to take it up too. Okay, so I'm just going to take it up. So this aligns. I'm cutting out the extra that is not needed. So what I have here now is I have the same thing I had before when I did my front neckline. So all I have to do now to get my back neckline is to come down from this point, or come down by 1 inch, and that is it. I'm coming down by 1 inch here. So here 1 inch. I'll use my curve ruler to connect the 1 inch to this point, and that is my back neckline. Okay, so you see how easy it is. I saved my pattern and I have my back neckline using my front pattern. Okay, very simple. So I'll connect with a curve like this. Okay, and here is my back neck and here is my front. So I'll go ahead and cut out my back. Okay, so cutting out every other thing that isn't needed. And Charlie, you see, very simple. So now I have my back neckline, and this is my front pattern, and this is also my back pattern. Okay, so this is all you have to do to get your back, and yes, you're done. For the sleeves, I recently drafted out a pattern for stretchy sleeves, and the video is going to be on my description box below. So yeah, it was a recent video, very recent, and that is why I did not draft out the sleeve for this particular dress. So please go ahead and just click on my description box, and you're going to find a lot of things. You're going to find Lumpsy's sew link to the continuation and the sewing version on there, and yeah, also the sleeve pattern is going to be on there. So thank you for watching. I really love you guys, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the whole process in creating this dress. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.